Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. Um, hope your day thus far, however long it's been, has been good. Um, yeah. So today, as the title says, I think we're going to build a scrapyard. And scrapyards in 3D are simultaneously one of the most stereotyped and common things, and they're also very hard to make unique in your own. There's a sameness to them because it's kind of just garbage everywhere. So I've kind of resisted making one for a while, honestly, because I don't know. I don't really have a strong desire in making something that everybody else has already made that's going to look almost the same. But there's also kind of challenge in that to see if you can not do that. So, I mean, all right, let's give it a shot. So, I think one of the excuse me, one of the conditions for me is I'm going to try to build it as if it could actually be a real set. So we're not going to make this one huge. We're going to try to keep it to, I don't know, about 50 feet on a side. Um, so we'll go a little more. We'll say 20 meters. Um, so S10. So that's going to be our maximum size. And that'll also help us keep the poly count down because you can get pretty high in something with this much detail everywhere. Let's make a person just to go through scale. So we're not talking a huge area. So we're going to need to be a little smart with what we want. I think we're going to want kind of a curved pile up on the backside like that, and then a foreground pile here as well, with like a path that kind of meanders through like that. Yeah. All right. Maybe let's start by drawing the path. So we're going to just do a K and path. Seems good. Bevel it to bring it out. Right. Seems a good. Now, I had an idea. Let's just see how this would work. 3 face, poke face. This is going to make us more. No, it doesn't. Okay. Although we could. Nah, not going to bother. Let's see. Inset. Can we do that? High scale. No. You're not going to let me. We can just then, let's see. Add a few more cuts. It doesn't have to be super detailed. And we can just do K. Okay, we can even it if we felt like it and just literally join all of these. Let's do one. Like see, I'm going K to K. Come on. Cut. 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 Don't really have to do this, but we might as well. I could do that like this. I don't even know if I'm going to bother. I think we do want a little bit more though. Let's see. N-gons are fine. We don't have to worry too much about them. That'll be fine. I think take this side now, G. Bring it up like that. And let's just add a couple edge loops here. Actually, maybe we even, well, that's fine. I mean, it's the same thing here. No, it's fine though. 3. Can we inset this one without it crashing out? What? Where are you going? Inset, Alt S. Why is it? Interesting. Just do it that way. Yeah, that works. And inset. Scale. Go there. I don't have to worry too much about it. Just take it more like that. Actually, let's grab this one too. More like that. Just want to get a little bit of height here. And actually, maybe the best thing to do, as I think about it, is just to remesh it with quad remesh. And like 100. That's better. Yeah. Cool. So now we got our road. O, G. We can make this bigger here, and that bigger there, and this bit higher here. And our path is actually, I kind of like that it's not entirely flat too. All right, and maybe just here, one, grab that one, bring it up even more, and up like that. So just some kind of funky land. I don't know that we actually need to apply, what you call it, the auto trainer to this, but we could. So let's see. So we're going to say that was our path. I'm actually going to add those to it as well. And I'm going to cut that, add that to it, and add that to it as well. And we will do it. Assign detail. I can spell right. Detail. Okay. We're just going to take some time on this because this actually won't take us very long to make the whole thing. So let's take our time and be precise about it. Can I go the extra mile or try to? For append. Cool. Still there from the last time. Grab it and add the modifier. Geometry node. Terrain. And we got some funkiness on the bottom, but it's just because of the way it warped out. That's fine. Doesn't actually even really matter. Maybe just to make our lives easier. One tab. I want to try something here first. Come right to the end. 2. Yeah, cool. GY. Turn off O. GY. Now turn on. Oh, did I get the whole thing? Yes, I did. Scale. Turn back on O. Scale. I know I'm getting a little bit bigger, but all right, fine. No. I'm just trying to get it so it's not curved under like that. It's kind of garbage. I'm going to take this one to this one and GX. Or just plus, X, delete faces. Let's see if that's better for us. It certainly has a little bit. Let's do one more. 3 plus X faces. That's better. I'll just get rid of these two. All this underneath stuff we don't really want. It's not helping us any. I don't know why I did it, to be honest, but we'll get rid of it now. Here are those faces. And how bizarre is that? I don't really know why I did this, but that's fine. And now let's turn it back on. Let's see if that helps us a lot. Oh, that's much better. Yeah, there we go. Now we got a real terrain. And I don't super care if it's exactly lined up or not. So that's good. Bring our person back just for scale. Yeah, we're doing all right. And I could flatten that area down. I don't know if I want to though. Let's see what it looks like. By flatten, I mean turn on the details. So we remove the displacement on those paths. M and M. We got a flattened path now there. It just seems very flat. I wish we could convert it. I need to go through and edit this thing more. So I'd actually like to be able to like control this part separately, but not necessarily nuke it, you know. That's not bad though. We'll leave it, I think. Sure. Actually, I'm okay with that. Now let's even try something else. So you can see, apply it. Now let's come back. Whoa, okay, no, it's all right. It's just kind of small, but can we select that area? It's much bigger than, all right. And see. I just want to select this. Cool. I'm just trying something here. Again, this is a chance to you should I'm actually a huge believer that you should try shit. I know that sounds very trite and whatever, but like, don't be limited by what you know how to do or how you know how it's going to turn out. It just limits you. Let's see. Shift hide. Yep, that's what we got. Good. There we go. Tab. Now, Shift Q. Let's try quick displacement. Only on selection. Yeah, there we go. That gives a bit of bump back to it without it being as much. Yeah, I like that. It was a little too flat before. Okay, let's save. 23, 10, 13, Friday the 13th. Kill the cap locks. Live stream Scrapyard. 23, 10, 13-1. Okay. And, well, clearly we're done, right? Let's see. Material-wise, we can do whatever we want now. We are applied. This is not a bad material for this, to be honest. Maybe we'll just leave it like this. I like this material reasonably well, actually. Yeah, alrighty. So now, we need to make some shit on this thing. And let's see. Or, well, we'll do some walls afterward. We're gonna need some walls around the outside too. But maybe we'll do that next. We're just gonna come down and geoscatter happens to have a trash scatter object in biomes. Reload my biome library. Yes. And asset kit. No. Where is it? Yeah. Is it here? So, yep, there we go. Junkyards. Tons of stuff. How grungy do we want to make it? Quite a bit, I think. We're going to go with 17 or 19. I like 17. I like these more than the tires. Importing, thinking, fill it up. Garbage everywhere. Kind of cool. Okay. Took a big vertex group, and where'd my vertex groups go? I should have them. Mesh 01. Trying to retop a plane. Where'd my vertex group go? I literally just used it. Did you get rid of it when it... you bastard. Turn off geoscatter. Let's see, tab. Great, well, we're just gonna select that. Make that our vertex group. We're gonna call it path. Fair enough. We got lucky. So turn back on geoscatter. And vertex group path. So we're gonna void our path. Getting somewhere. I think I want to adjust some things though on this one first. And we've got the time. Barrels. Where's our rotation? I want the vertical influence much higher. Yes, 70% sounds good. Barrels children, also vertical influence. There we go. Maybe a little less, but still some. Maybe like 0.45. Yeah, so they're not quite. No, a little more than that. 0.6. They're kind of designed to be flat. I actually don't really like that. That's not really working for me. Let's decrease it. We're going to keep some. And 0.7. No, see, that just... Now, random's kind of interesting, but let's go random. Actually, I like that better. Maybe I can increase it again. There we go. That's better. Nice. Just got to change the rotation on it. We haven't got enough cool stuff, and we've got nothing sci-fi yet. Let's see. Cans. We got way too many cans, too. There we go. We're going to add some more stuff, so I'm not too worried about that. Okay. That's cool. All right. Now let's just see what happens. I'm going to try. I'm just going to turn off this for right now. Now let's actually even turn off our ground too. And I'm going to move it to a new collection ground. So I can just do that. Now Shift A, mesh. Where was the extras we want to do? Arc mesh, is this it? No, although it might be a bad idea too. Pipes, no, there's a, where was it? Extras, beam builder. There we go. And we want to go default profile of an I-beam because they're just like the best. And depth longer. That seems like a good length of an I-beam. Okay. Control A, rotation scale. And material-wise, I don't think I have that rust in yet, but I want it to be grungy. Let's try using mine. I haven't used this material in a while, actually. Like, yeah, we need to UV it. Cube projection. Still maybe not even grungy enough, but that'll be a good starting point. And let's see, OCD and make damage. That's too much. Or try this, change the scale. Cancel. Let's make this S 5 times as big. Control A, apply rotation scale, make damage. No, still not right. I want, this scale's correct, right? Yep, make damage. OCD's cool if I could just get it to work. Sometimes it's just a pain in my ass though. I always want it to work. It's such a great idea. And just sometimes it's just a pain. Cancel. S.2, bring it back to normal. Rotation scale. Let's try the other one. Which is, where is it? Erode it. Which makes things a lot bigger, is the problem. But let's erode it. But it does make it look cooler. Like that gives us a nice cut up beam. Apply erosion. And now let's give it our color again of, and I gotta rename this thing because it's Seth BG Metal. It's not BG anymore. That's what it is. Tab A, U, cube projection. Much better, but it's still really too high poly for what we need. We do not need it to be 181,000. Let's just decimate it to like 0.25. Yeah, 36, that's very acceptable now. Apply that. Not liking this material super much yet. And I think there is the material that I wanted is, I'm gonna shrink this down a little bit more too. Okay, let's just go grab a building because I like the metal, the rusty metal from the building kit. And I'm probably going to be using a building anyway, so it makes sense to maybe pull it in already. And we'll grab that one, bring it over. Cool. We can move this back out of the way, and I'm just going to take this, duplicate it, and get it out of my way. And get rid of that for right now. Also move it out of my way. And close this area. There we go. Now move this all the way off. And now this thing, we should be able to do it to rust, which I think is a better one. Yeah, that's definitely a better one. Okay. So now here, and let's turn back on Geoscatter. And let's maybe scatter some I-beams. Geoscatter, I-beam, and we want to scatter it. Just a couple, scatter object. We got I-beams kind of everywhere. That's again, cull mask, vertex group, path. So no I-beams in the path, although we will get some that cross into it a little bit, and that's fine. That's helpful. I like those. They give us a little something something. And I like that they're all grody looking. It's a helpful starting point at very least. Now, I think we need to add some sci-fi doo-woppers too. And maybe we won't scatter those, maybe we'll just place a couple. Do I have anything cool that I want to use? The old wind turbine could be neat. I made this one for the other world, but let's see what happens if we just shrink it way down. I'm just kind of apply it here. That's kind of cool. Yeah, that's kind of a neat thing. Let's Do we want to erode it? We could. First, let's try OCD. If it works, it probably won't. Oh, it actually is not bad this time. Cool. We'll use it. Apply it. And we need to just get rid of. Why did it give it eyeballs? I don't know. There we go. Cool. That's a nice starting point. And then my stuff. Just unassigned my stuff. A few things I have made throughout the years. Large. Quiet today. If anyone's watching, just say hey. And if you're not here right now, that's okay too. Let's bring this in. I like this thing. I've always liked this thing. So I'm gonna throw, yeah, oh yeah, that helps. That gives us some like interesting points there. Cool. And maybe, right, bring this one over here, this thing there. That's something like that. I'm not sure about the red dot, but I can live with it, I think. Center light emit. If we just get rid of that, I take it to, yeah, it's better. There we go. Something like that and that. Just giving it that techie feel, so it has the sense that it's not just our kind of junkyard. Fortunately, I like making grungy crap, so I've made a fair amount of it throughout the years. And here, that seems good, but it just needs to definitely be rotated. There we go. I don't even know what our angle is going to be yet. I'm kind of just trying to build something right now for everything. I mean, we're only at 28 minutes, so, you know, like we could be done this in 5 minutes if we wanted to now. This thing here. I don't know if I like it or not. I mean, it's real tiny, so it doesn't really matter, but nah, I'm not feeling it. What's this thing? That was like a device. It's all these lights. Get rid of the lights, though. I think it'd be better without the lights. Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. Just some more gack. So I want to basically be anywhere we look, there's a chance we're going to see something cool. There's this piece that I used for the farm, but it's such a good thing for this kind of stuff too. Yeah, just wires are great because you can see light through them, like wire things. You see stuff through them, but they're not. They don't mean anything. Like it's just kind of a shape that plays with your silhouette and adds some visual interest. Here's a panel that I like. And Sure. That works for me. Let's move it off the barrel. Might not be worth it. Nah, we might not be worth it. Now, some things we could do to block vision, which would be good because we want to keep our walls here. Let's put something like this here. There is a storage thing that I made. And I'm going to get rid of the emitting light. And that up. That looks good. That will help, block our view and give us something to look at too at the same time. I like that. We could even maybe make a couple of them. Q, array it. Let's do 4 and move it over here more like that. And now I kind of have a wall. Oh yeah, that's a cool looking wall. I like that. I like that a lot. Save. Getting somewhere. And we're definitely going to need to punch up our sci-fi a little bit more, I think. Although we're starting to have some elements here. I think we're going to say this is our first camera angle. And we're going to just edit it first. And before I do that, I'm going to fix this. Is this... What is transparent here? I don't know why those are transparent. It's from something old that I don't agree with. But let's just go to rust. There we go. Better. Don't care. Cool. All right, so this is where we're going to make our first camera, we said. Photographer. Give me more room. The airy. Anamorphic. We're going to go 35. Right. And resolution. Cool. Like that's going to be a good first shot, I think. Maybe a little more, a little higher up, a little lower down. Maybe we need to bring our person in so we can see our scale. Where's Louis? GY. GX. Over to the path. And there, roughly. Something like that seems okay. Seems like we're about right. Maybe we can go up a little higher. Kind of viewing it his head light, his head height. Cool. Save again. Turn off Louis. Okay, so now we want to focus on fleshing out this, adding a bit more there, maybe giving us some stuff. We got this gear. We should use it. Just love this shape. I use it on the roofs already, but it's just a good shape. Let's make it straight up for right now. Angle it slightly like that. Cool. Like that. And now bring our buildings in. We could just use this building. I mean, there's no reason not to. Right now. Put it over here. That seems good. Save that. Like, there, we're done. See? Easy to make it, really is super easy to make one of these things. But again, it just kind of feels generic too. Like, oh, look, we have a junkyard. Like, yeah, we do. But who the fuck cares? Let's try a bit more. I'm gonna come here, turn off geoscatter, and now let's add a maybe an ant landscape, and let's go with mesas. And I can't even see what it looks like, but it's okay. It's just gonna be background, something like that. All right. Now we're gonna scale it by 10. So it's roughly the same size as that thing, even a bit more. I'm breaking my rule on making it bigger, but whatever. No. Cool. Let's try it. Control A, rotation scale, join it to this thing, turn back on geoscatter. And thanks, I hate it. Well, I don't hate it, but I don't know that it's right yet. I don't think we're doing it. Let's see. Undo history. We're not joining it. I'm just gonna get rid of it. It was a neat idea. I want something back there that feels a little bit more grungy, but I don't think that was the right answer. Back on geoscatter. That's looking pretty good like this. I'm liking where we're at. Which is a good thing. I do think again we need a little bit more high-tech stuff. We could put something like right here, maybe. See if this thing will work. Again, let's get rid of our lights. Move it up to here. And then delete it and delete it. Yeah. And then, okay. It's kind of interesting. At least it's sort of a shape. Turn like that. Okay. Oh, we still have more lights. I don't want those. Remove it. Yeah, I'm all right with that. Excuse me. Okay. What else do we want to put on here? Well, we could put a light right there or something like a light. We could put something here too. What do you feel about that there? Or maybe, yeah. Gonna bring it up a bit more. Still, that's okay. I like that. Ah, nice. Junk assets are awesome. I'm mostly just using stuff that I've made myself. Um, I do have this. Obviously, this is a biome for geoscatter that's literally like garbage that I've been using so far, and that it's pretty cool. But I like having at least some of my own stuff too. Let's see. I do like this, but I think we need to add. Let's go. Just look at this one. Tab. I think we're gonna take this one and E quite a bit. Then ES, E, E, oh, turn off that. O, S, turn off proportional. A bit more, yeah. GZ, bring it back. No, that's fine. Now 2, GZ. There we go. Three. No, you're not letting me go down. Why are you not? There we go. That's better. And bevel it. And it's above this view, but I think it's kind of neat anyway. Now let's just see. Solar sucker, cool. Now, cube projection. What's this UV look like? I don't even know what I built this thing from. Scale. A door. Right, that's going there. Okay. And then I'll take this, actually this face here. Yeah. And actually, I think I'm gonna do all that and that. And plus assign. Morning, Michael. Good to see you. And do I have gray? Panels gray? Yes, I do. That works. Cool. So that'll be the top there. And 3. And I'm going to make this inset slightly. I just always like to inset my lights slightly. I don't know why, but just something I do. Assign, and we're going to go with a warm light, cool light. Let's do a cool light on this one. Maybe not quite that cool. Bring the saturation down a little bit. Right on. Hey, Josh. 50. Okay, that seems pretty good. Actually, we won't even go 50. Let's go like 25. And then we're going to just Shift A. Where am I? This is yeah. Shift S2. Or no, I don't even want to do this. Shift S2. There we go. Shift A. Light area. And we're going to make it a disk. Scale it up. GZ. And bring it down right below. There we go. And power of like 500. 100? Sure. And spread of 90. Now, then we can take that and Control P and parent it to the object just so it moves around now in case I have to move the thing later. Solo. And we got a light. And if we change our world, because I'm not sure what time of day this is going to end up being. Oh yeah, cool. That's a good light. Might make it a bit brighter, but I feel like that's a pretty good light. Cool. But right now we're going to bring our world back up. Not there yet. Save. Where are we at? 45. Okay, I do like this thing though. Select the hierarchy. And 7, Alt D. Let's duplicate it and bring it over here. Even if it's outside of our frame right now. Again, just in case our background. Bring it over here. Yeah. Okay, we got a bit of light and we can turn around and see the thing if we need to now. Cool. And it enables us to like do a secondary view from over here if we want to, because that's pretty cool too. I think that might be another camera angle for us. And to do that, now I think we might as well just make a wall. And we got to use our building kit for a wall because I just like doing that. All right, Shift S, 1, and Shift A, create a cube. We could do as a plane, but we're going to do as a cube. And S, 1.2, undo, S2, there we go. Okay, and now we can take that over to here, where we want it. We're going to put it right here. Cool. And GZ2, cool. Rotation scale, tab, 3, E4, good. E4, Shift R, cool. I want to take it off that thing a bit. Bring it over here just a little bit more, just fine. Right. And then here, tab again, coplanar, E4, there. So again, we're looking at a wall that's about that high. That works for me. Yes to all of the above, Michael. I don't, less portfolio pieces. I have so much art now. I mean, I don't mind making stuff for portfolio, but it doesn't real. I mean, like as I find stuff I like, I put it in my portfolio, but that's not really the focus because I have even just professional work. I have something like 250 concepts from Snowpiercer alone. So that's less important. But all the other stuff, for sure, it's fun. It keeps me fresh. It sharpens my skills. Gives me something to do in the morning. You know, during the strike particularly, it can be easy to get a little discouraged. So it's nice to have something to kind of look forward to. Let's see, Shift D, GX, bring it over, E-4, no, E4, cool. Do it again here too. And then E4, yep. Something like that. I'm just building a wall. I don't know if I need this wall, but we'll build it. E4. I just like making stuff is really what it comes down to though. That's the honest truth is that mostly I just like making stuff. Let's join to that. Edit L and Control L. Grab those. And we'll make a metal or concrete. Maybe concrete will look different. We'll probably have to nuke the one that's screwing with me on concrete, but let's see. Yeah, I don't know why we get this hole, and I think it's this one. If we delete it, yep, it's that one. Okay, so now we have that. That's kind of neat. Um, and maybe, I don't know, we'll look this. Which way are we going to look? Let's look at our main camera first. You can still barely see those things, but that's okay. I like having this open, I think. So I don't know that I want to build into it too much. Right. I don't know anyone else who works like me, quite frankly. I feel like I'm a little bit of a nut when it comes to this kind of thing. But I wish I knew someone else who worked like me. Let's make those wall B the sign. Can we see that? Maybe you can. Yeah, you can see it a little bit. I like having that open there. But I feel like I love this stuff. I got into this because I like it, so I do it. That's really the only reason. I'm a nut you can. Well, that's good. I'm glad. Um, okay, now that's cool. I think that'll work. Let's see. Let's turn the color back on. Yeah, okay. Um, like this would be really good for a TV set and awful for video games. Obviously, it's too small for video games. But for TV set, the advantage is you could point in a lot of different directions and maybe not even know you were using the same location, and that's kind of good. We did lose our nice silhouette from that, which is a pain. That's unfortunate. I liked that. So maybe let's come back over here, or not to this thing. Get out of mode. Edit this. I want to get rid of those maybe. I'll just, now that I've built it, it's going to be a pain in my ass, but fine. X, faces, 2, F, and here, because we got multiple bridge edge loops. Okay. And now, okay, yeah, now we can see it again that way, but if we still look from over here, we have a wall, and that's good, because we wanted that. Yeah, video game sets obviously would never be this small. Most TV sets would be smaller than this. Like you'd be amazed how small a lot of that stuff really is when you look at it. It's kind of crazy to me. That's looking good though. And now we can do some more, add some more lights and such too. 'Cause it's a little dark right now. Particularly want to make it a night scene, and I'm feeling that urge to make it a night scene. Ooh, this is a neat thing. I remember this piece. Let's see. Do I still like it? It's kind of it's a neat just tower I made forever ago, but I kind of like it. G is GY. But back a little bit so we can see a little more of it maybe. Put it over here. Bring it up a bit or bring it down a bit. Either way. Yeah, we'll just do it like that. That's cool. Yeah. Have we done enough to make this unique? I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I maybe want another building in the back there. Use the hell out of those ones from yesterday and before, the ones from the starport. But they do work well. Let's just make a new one. Fuck it. Why not? Let's see. Shift S1. Okay. Shift A. Mesh cube. And scale 4. Okay. So we're going to make this one a bit bigger. And then GZ4, right? Yep. Cool. Now we can tab and 3 E4. No, E8. Cool. Shift R. Just gonna make a couple. I love Auto Builder for this. This is just so easy. Now E8. Cool. And then we're gonna take this. Now let's see. Let's take this one, and these two. E8. Now let's go look and see where we're at. Okay. I don't need to go much higher than that because we can't see it. So no point. Tab. And then we're going to take that and join it to here again. And then edit and L and make the whole thing. Again, concrete assign. But then this one will come through and we'll change these two to walls G. And this one, and yeah, fine, all of them to wall C. And maybe, ooh, just for funsies, we'll take this, and make it wall A. We come out of that, and boom, a building! Yay! Yeah, it gives us just a little bit of stuff in the background. We want that next level of foreground, midground, background. And I think we'll even take it again. Grab it, Alt D, or Shift D, sorry, because I'm in here, and just come over here like this to here. Cool. And now we've got our even further back. Just layers that are good. Cool. We're at an hour. Doing all right. I do think that this would be cool as a night scene. I mean, you should make it so that it works in the daytime too. Because day scenes are a lot harder. Just making something dark at night is kind of easy, reasonably speaking. But this would be great. But sorry, junkyards, graveyards too. But junkyards and scrapyards are just cool as night shots. And if we take our sky and I'm just gonna check it again. It's pretty dark. We didn't really get a lot of bonus lights from those other things. No, I don't. I'm gonna change my mind. I'm gonna leave it day. I'm gonna be strong. I want to make it work well lit, and then kind of more of an Andor vibe than a like dark night thing. Let's go for the Andor vibe. Yes, strong. So for an Andor vibe, we need a cloudy gray sky. Maybe we should do that now. See, what do we got? I mean, there are bunches. What's a railway station? I haven't even looked at these. Oh, it's yeah, no, not using that one. I know the roads have some good cloudy ones. That seems kind of good, particularly if we can get it. Sweet. Ooh, yeah, that's pretty good. Just to check it, I always like to rotate them a little bit, particularly if I don't know them. Like, oh, that looks good, but don't just try to avoid settling for the first thing. You might like it better. rotate it around. Okay, I think I actually like that one the most. That one's pretty cool. Now I want to come to this thing, tab. And what's that material? Is it just the same? Oh, arcs are their own thing. Oh, happy day. Cool. Let's make that the rust one. See if we like that better. Oh yeah, darker is better here. I like that. That's what we're trying for. I never feel like I quite make it. I always hit that like, oh, it looks like a great, honestly, like, and I know people they regard it as a compliment. It's not anyone's fault but mine. But every time someone says that looks like insert video game, I'm like, oh shit, I failed. Because I'm like, I don't want it to look like a video game. I want it to look like a TV show. um, it's on me. It's not on anybody else. But it's just funny how like what other people are complimenting. I'm like, oh, great. It looks like a video game. Okay. Um, and actually, and it is a compliment. I don't People don't ever mean that in a mean way. I don't want to make it sound like I'm just a dick about this. Um, I'm not just a dick about it. I'm also a dick about other things. No. We don't really need any doors or anything here, I don't think. I do kind of want just a little more. I don't know. Of course, different angles could be good too. Maybe let's look for a second angle and see what we can find. I like this angle, so we know we're going to use it. But let's see what it looks like under other conditions and see if that helps us more. Cameras. Select a camera and duplicate it. Sometimes looking at something from a couple different places is really helpful. Here we are. Speaking of video game, it's a walkthrough. And this was that other shot that I was kind of contemplating. Something like that and up a bit. Can we come back further? So we see the whole light too. Ooh, that's that. We're in a building now, aren't we? We could shoot it from like all the way, literally like inside here looking through. That would be different. Let's not though. Let's say this. That looks pretty good. 35 millimeters still. Let's set our focus to what do we think our subject is here? I'm just gonna go for right now, like that there. And all right, immediately like I hate that, so we gotta move that. That's better. That's pretty cool. Um, we're seeing a little bit of the background behind there. I don't know that I care. I think it could be all right. It's not a big deal if we're seeing a little bit of trees from the HDR. That feels like a pretty good shot two. So shot one, shot two. I think we shot two though. We do have an opportunity here to maybe put something there or here or both. I don't want like here is right down the center of the composition. So let's try over here first and E4 up again. And we're going to select these and we're going to turn them to wall G with windows. Let's see where am I? Where did I lose this thing? Oh, I'm in edit mode. That's why. Okay, that's a nice window. I like that. I don't want that to be a window because I don't want to see through it. So let's assign that back to here. And this one, let's make wall C, which are the ones that extrude. It gives that. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, that's cool. I'm digging that. And maybe let's do the same because this is kind of tangenting. Let's do the same thing on this one here. Bring it up. and we'll select this one, and we'll assign it to G. And let's see, I got to come out of it. Let's go E2. Good. Select all that. I'm going to make it A, assign, yeah, cool. And then 2, GZ2. Yes. Can't really see it from this angle, but I still like it. Not sure about that window though, because it is tangenting here pretty bad. I could just bring this thing down too. That might be the easiest thing. Let's go to here, select hierarchy to make sure we get the light too. GZ down. There we go. Fixed. Make sure it doesn't mess up the other way, but I don't think it will. Nope, it doesn't. Did I make all these components? I did. These are, so this is my kit here that I made. Just go get these. This is the kit. And I made all this stuff just because I thought about using the one that Julian made, but I want to make my own. And it's actually in my Patreon. It's available at the $5 range, so you can have it if you want. If you want it, cost you $5. But I think everyone should make their own. Ultimately, just even if you just take an existing one and modify it, it's better to, yeah. I guess it's auto building is the add-on. Let's see again. That's looking good. So that's, yeah, there's no problem there. Yeah, and I like that. We could put another, again, depth layers. We could add another building behind there. Let's do that. Just, we could just copy it. Yeah, sure. Let's just copy it. 3L Shift D 7 RZ 90 G to like there. Yep. And GX. No. God damn it. Okay, I'm going to separate it off into its own kit just so I can move it around and still see things. GX. Now GY. Sure. I think that's okay. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, make your own kit. Like it's so easy because literally. Okay, I'll go into it just for a second. I did a whole video on making this kit, so you can watch that. But these walls are just like they're nothing. Like they take a second to make. Like, oh look, there it is. And what is it? I mean, I used random flow to get some of these things, but you don't have to. It's a plate with an inset with a glass panel in the middle. There, it's a wall. Done. You know. Same with this. It's an extruded cube with some pipes on it. Like, and individually, none of these are complicated, but when you get them together, oh man, chef's kiss. It's such a great add-on too. I really love it. Cool. And we can edit this one. It doesn't have to be the same. Let's take it and make that C. Assign. And let's make this one and this one G. Assign. Let's see what we got. Okay, they're different now. It's better. Can I go to? Why didn't I get a window? Should be a window on that one. Yeah, well, whatever. Actually, let's just make them C2. Fuck it. That was a window. Cool. Add some different materials to pick up the light differently, which helps us as well. Okay, so we're at 110. Let's put a couple people in here, and I think that will also go a long way towards giving us something cool. Let's go back to, well, I'm not sure where to put them. So I think they're going to have a meeting right here, and then we may move our cameras even from that. We could just use the big, medium, small characters, they would work fine here. But I kind of want to, we have time. Let's make at least one or two of our own. Human generator, male. I don't know who to use. I used yesterday that I really liked. Theo was cool, actually. Let's do Theo. Generate a new human. Oh, because I already have a human thing and it's turned off and it gets really unhappy about that, right? Yes. Delete hierarchy. Generate a new human. There we go. Cool. There's our dude. This is Nicholas. Hi, Nicholas. Let's see what's Nicholas' bodies look like. Randomize. He's too skinny. There we go. Just like normal looking people. 42. Yeah, Nicholas can be 42. That's fine. Face. Randomize all. I don't really care what he looks like, so long as he doesn't look like an actor. Height, he's 5'6". Let's make him 5'9". There we go. I like that. Skin, main settings. We're going to randomize it a little bit. We're going to turn on subsurface. And then hair. He's got hair already that I like. It's kind of the point of picking these guys. Accurate. We could adjust the hue and saturation, salt and pepper, root. Let's make him just a little bit more salt and peppery. And we'll call it good. Next, clothing. Now, again, I've been making a ton, or I say making, I've been taking a ton of things from Daz and bringing them into Human Generator. I shouldn't claim making. Let's go with Atom Smasher. I think this came from Renderosity, but just kind of a cool sci-fi cyberpunky looking kind of outfit, and it works reasonably well. And I think he has his own boots, doesn't he? Atom Smasher boots, yes. And we may have to adjust it a little bit once we pose him, but let's see. What's he going to be doing? He's going to be talking. Having a conversation. Or looking at his watch, which he's not wearing. Be waving? Let's see. Do we like it? Yeah, that works. I like that. We need to, I see we need to fix his clothes. And I don't think it'd be too bad, but let's stretch the fuck out of them here. But fortunately, because of the color, it's not bad. Yeah, we just have to fix that. You can see where it got stretched here, but you can't really notice it because the texture is pretty simple. Sculpt mode. Anytime you do characters like this, you end up having to, I find I always have to do cleanup anyway. Maybe some people don't, but I'm like, it's all never works straight for me. I always wind up doing cleanup. Let's just, there we go. Just smooth that back down because it was bugging me. And pull it back. We just want to make sure he's not poking through because the clothes are dark and he's very white. So you're going to really see a poke through if it exists. That should be good. And yep. We can't even see him here, but can we see him on our first camera? Let's look and see. If we can't see him in either one of those, we got to move him. We can kind of see him here, but that's not really a great spot for him. Maybe let's GY bring him way towards us. And let's actually rotate him 180. RZ 180. Cool. And then over here, and then GY. Bring him back towards us again. in, and we're going to RZ and rotate him just a touch so we can see what he's doing. Just trying to lay him out so you can see, you can get a good sense of where he's at. We may have to move our camera just a little bit. Okay, I'm good with that. Now let's put his hair back on him so we can see what he looks like. It always, for whatever reason, it seems to always want to turn it off, even when you tell it not to, which I have it set not to do that. It always turns it off. It's here. Yep, that's cool. That seems alrighty. And I'm now gonna, I think, change my idea here, and maybe even get rid of this thing here so you can see him better. There. All right, 3 plus X faces. Never be afraid to change shit. There we go. There we go. Now his hand's gonna stand out more. He will own his scene a little bit more. Save it. Then you will put, come on. We need a new person now. We do want somebody he's going to be looking at, I think. Maybe here. It's female. I try to alternate male, female. Who do we want to do? I'm just going to make somebody with their own hair, I think, this time. So we're just going to pick, I don't know, some rando character, just an empty one. Let's do Asian 5. Generate the new human. Let's see if we can see her. Come here. Let's bring her forward to in our scene, which will help us a little bit, I think. Yeah, we'll put her there. Sure. Now, body, randomize. I'm just going to solo her too, so we can see what we're doing. Cool. She looks all right. Age 30. Let's just see what happens as we play with that. If we make her 70, you get that. 60, 50, 40. So somewhere between 40 and 50, you get a really interesting change. Make her 50. And then face, randomize all. Sure, I like her. Height, 5'6" is fine. Skin, randomize settings, cool. Subsurface is on, cool. Eyes, iris color, I'm gonna give her like light blue eyes. You can't really see them right now. Oh, this is soloed. That's why you can't see them right now. Because her eyes are literally a second object. But yeah, that looks cool. And next, hair. There's so many new options that I haven't really played with too much in the new version. Well, not so many, but some. Thin and messy, thin side comb. What do we want to do with her hair? Sometimes I just randomize it, in all honesty. Wavy bob bangs, sure. All right, and it's going to be lightness. I'm gonna make it 2, even more, 5. And redness, Take it back down. Salt and pepper. Bring it quite up. That's kind of neat. I like that hair color. Sure. And then clothing. We're in footwear first. Let's go to outfits. So every one that I made for the dudes, I've made available for the female characters as well. Let's do this one. Yes? No? Maybe? Sure, let's try it. See how she looks. Did it work? No, something got unhappy with that one on this one. Okay, fine. I'm having weird things with that outfit. It's just been bizarre. What's this one look like? Will it work? No. Yeah, she's being a pain in my ass. Let's try Finn. Finn works. This is a Star Wars Finn model somebody made, but I think it's kind of cool. It's hard to even really tell it's what it is. So, great. She's going to be wearing that. And boots. Give her the Finn boots. Okay. And next, pose. Eh. What's this one look like? Yep, she's calling out to him because he's calling out to her. Great. Sounds good. Expressions. This one are yelling. I don't want the surprise, the angry yell. I just want kind of a yell. But let's do lip funnel. Yeah, looks all right. Cool. Save. Turn off. And maybe let's rotate her slightly so her hand's not covering her up by our. We'll cheat her that way. Cool. Those two are there, like that. Having a convo. And in our camera, you can see her there, I think. Let's see. Not sure how obvious she'll be, but there she is. Yeah, we can see her. But she's hard to see. She shouldn't really be the focus of this picture because, like, all this trash makes her really hard to see. Let's just use a big, medium, small character now. I mean, industrial zone kind of makes the most sense. Worker on the radio. I kind of like worker on the radio. They are. No, it's not. He's not stick by a. I was like, let's make sure he's not being stabbed by a girder. But he's not. Actually, kind of like him turned away from us too. I really like characters turned away from the audience. Because I feel like it brings you into the picture more. Yeah. He looks cool there. We could maybe use somebody over here too. It's almost trite and stereotype, but it does work. Yeah, what kind of person would we want to be there? Is there anything I have here that I want to use? Not that one. Just kind of looking around, trying to decide. do kind of like these. Let's see how this one works. Here, from this piece flat. RZ. It's kind of cool. Bring him up. I don't actually super care if he's standing or not, but we'll try to make him just a little bit. I'm just trying to find the best place for him. I think that might be good. And what do we got? Yep, that's cool. I think that'll work well. We could put just something behind him, like right here as a panel. Let's see if Ian has something I like. Hardwood Greebles. Like the advantage to the junkyard is you can put anything pretty much anywhere and it just kind of fits. That would work. Something like that. Yeah. Just scale it. It's like I don't like that hole right there, but we have the ability to do almost anything we want. R180? No. RX180? Your pieces should work for you, not the other way around. If they don't, you have a problem. Yeah, something like that, but I'm not liking that one. But we should just be able to, I'm guessing. Let's look. No, it's built in, damn it. Don't really like that thing there. So fine, let's use a different piece. It's a good idea. Maybe this will be better. Scale it way down. Just want something to push him into the foreground a bit. Kind of framing him without being super cheesy and obvious about it. Let's see, does that work? Almost. I mean, it does work, but then I don't like this. So Whoa, it's huge. Jesus. Bring it down. Where'd it go? Still fucking huge. Where are we? Object, set origin to 3D cursor. Object, move origin. Object, set origin, origin to 3D cursor. Yes. Object, set origin, geometry to origin. That's what I'm trying to do. Like, what the fuck am I doing wrong here? Still scale it down. Maybe? Really getting nuts with this thing here. There we go. Spent entirely too much time on this thing. Good enough. It's just a little too shiny still, but other than that, and then we'll call it, because I'm just going weirdly crazy on this. You get fixated on these little, like, oh, I want to make this one thing work, and then you spend hours doing it. And it's like, does it matter? No. What the fuck is this? This is some old school textures. And man, I don't even know how old a Blender was when he was making this. It's not new. There we go. Cool. It's probably made pre BSDF texture nodes. Piece of history. No, that's cool though. I like that. 1, 2, and we'll work out the other 2 in a bit. Oh, one thing I want to make sure I do now while I'm thinking about it is come down to our HDR maker and add the 8K versus the 1K. Because it does make a difference. Like now that looks like a building, which I didn't even notice before, and now I don't like it. See? Angle. There. Good enough. Save it. Okay, folks. Well, I went a little over, and it probably wasn't for a good reason, but there you go. it be like that sometimes. I'm gonna get this rendered up, put it up on all the social media sites, and thank you very much for joining me. I hope it was interesting. I hope we got something kind of cool out of this. I'm reasonably happy with it. I will be back again on Monday for another one. We'll figure out what it's going to be over the weekend. Thanks again. Take care. Have a great weekend, everybody. And I'll see you later. Okay, folks.